Hello Aquarius, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect. This is your reading for the next 7 to 10 days. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. It is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. On the dice, Aquarius, you've got Scorpio, the 8th house, and Jupiter. Now, Scorpio is the natural sign of the 8th house, so I think that gives it a little bit more oomph. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. You may want to look at where Scorpio is in your chart. With the 8th house being here in Scorpio, this is speaking about shared resources is really what I'm feeling is the strongest message coming through here. You know, the money that you share with another person. It can speak of intimacy, death, sex, taxes and debts. But with Jupiter being here, Jupiter is the planet of expansion and good luck. Is all round usually very beneficial. So it can speak that there's some possible good news coming in here. Now, similar to, I think, Pisces, in terms of getting messages through, I think this is a bit of an issue. I don't know if you're trying to contact someone, they're trying to contact you, because I actually heard you didn't leave a forwarding address, okay? So then maybe someone you're connected with financially, or this is something to do with debts or a death. You know, can be a number of things in the 8th house. Scorpio is a very passionate sign, fearless even, but it's also very possessive. It can represent occult secrets, the 8th house as well. So basically I feel it's shared resources, your partner's money, your money, inheritances. It can speak of deep bonding. Now, this is your energy, but it can be interchangeable, and we obviously have the environment as well. So we've got the poet and we've got the castle. The poet is usually a soothing voice. It is a truth speaker. It can speak of, you know, someone who's very artistic or clairvoyant, but I really just think it's speaking of communication. That's in some ways trying to come through, and it's with regards to the castle. So this is property news. This is, it may, you know, I don't think it involves family. I'm not really seeing that. I'm actually seeing that it is the physical home, it's property, but it does also speak of possessions, or, you know, which is Scorpio. Scorpio's possessive. The external energy is the Judge and the Vow. So if you're dealing with something legal, this would say that there's been some sort of contract or promise made that in some way you're actually getting or attempting to have someone follow through on what that promise is by the right action, who is the judge, or indeed you're speaking to a judge or a legal representative in terms of having maybe a promise or a vow enforced. Or this may be someone who's made some sort of promise or vow to you, and that's what's being tried, that's what is trying to be communicated. The central energy is the bouquet. It's a beautiful card. It speaks of gifts, surprises, an invitation. It's all round pleasure, and it does come in a letter which would speak that there's some sort of news here about a gift or an invitation. The ship is the first card up, so we have some sort of movement here. This can be messages or communication that's coming from a long way. It can speak about travel, transport. With the letter, this can be documents in relation to travel, you know, passports, visas, that sort of thing. But it really is saying to me that there is a message coming from a long way. It's likely to be involving, it might just come as a straight up surprise, or it's some sort of gift or offer. And then we have the rider, and this is an announcement. And this rider is normally a visitor, so it's almost like the letter. I just feel that there's something, because you didn't leave a forwarding address. There's a letter that's possibly been sent maybe to your old address. Maybe you haven't, you know, changed your address, or there's somebody out there that you have some sort of connection with who's trying to contact you. And the rider is about, you know, showing up. I mean, it's literally a visitor. This is a visitor coming to the feminine energy I'm probably reading for, or this is, you know, a significant feminine in your life here. It can suggest that something is coming in the post. It is a gift, it is a surprise. It may be, you know, travel tickets, or it may be in connection with transport, specifically cars. But we do have the fox under the deck here, saying that there might be something wrong. And the whip. There's some sort of dispute here. maybe a public dispute, or there's a meeting that you're, you know, likely to go to or being invited to that could involve some sort of conflict. Aquarius. Aquarius. So maybe you own property with someone. Tell me about the poet in the castle for Aquarius. The poet in the castle for Aquarius. Tower in reverse. King of Wands could be dealing with a fire sign. Oh, no. King of Swords. Aquarius, Libra or Gemini. Could be legal representation. I'd often do see the King of Swords that way. He's in the upright, which is someone who's relaying some sort of truth. Why is the Tower in reverse? Why is the Tower in reverse? And there's the Rider again. I'm sorry, I'm going to shut the door. I don't know what he's mashing. Probably could turn that. There is a message about a meeting. This could be something brand new with the child here. There's something very important here with the key. It can be in relation to children. There's new information. It can be a short or a brief message. There's new information, or there's an announcement that in some way goes public, or it is specifically with regards to a meeting. There's something being exposed here. It doesn't feel like Tower energy. Tower reverse. And there is some sort of conflict under the deck here in terms of what this meeting or message is. The Soul Shrinker is a very malicious energy. It can speak of gossip. Somebody's heard something, you've heard something. Maybe someone's coming to see you. Tell me, Tower reverse, Aquarius. It's a green woman. So this feeling of like having the confidence to break free of something here by revealing some sort of truth. The poet is speaking the truth with regards to specifically property or their home. That is the King of Swords. This can be a very jealous energy sometimes, especially if you see someone doing well. The green woman's very bold, very confident, and this is an energy that wants to in some way belittle that. Yeah. The green woman likes her physical satisfaction. She likes her security. She's always protecting her environment. So I don't know if this is someone who's trying to come your way. And they've been pretty, you know, disruptive about it. But it is important with the key here. It's almost like some sort of opening of dialogue. But I do feel in some ways that the message coming through is either lost, delayed, similar to Pisces, or this is someone who doesn't know where you live or doesn't know how to contact you if you've moved house. Tell me about the ship for Aquarius. The ship for Aquarius. Yep, communication, travel, and it's coming in fast. The Rider, it's a maximum of 7 days, and it's about property. There's either somebody is moving house, don't really feel that. This is communication about property. 8th house can be an inheritance. There's some sort of judgment here. So, I don't know, maybe you've got a distant relative. know why you wouldn't know, but there's communication coming in here about property or an inheritance. Tell me about the letter for Aquarius. The letter for Aquarius. What's in the letter? What's in the letter for Aquarius? What's the letter say? Yep, a property again. 4 of Wands. This can be a marriage announcement. This can be an invitation to someone's wedding. Oh gosh, yeah. 2 of Cups. This is some sort of celebration. But it's a get together, and it speaks of home and hearth. There's either someone on the move, or you're receiving some sort of invitation or gift to go to a wedding, you know, maybe it's a birthday party. Or the announcement, I'll get there, hang on, bouquet, a bouquet. Wow, 5 of Pentacles. Devil. So, I mean, this can speak of financial hardship in terms of this possible marriage. It can feel that somebody feels left out, or maybe they feel they haven't been invited to something, but maybe indeed they have, but the message hasn't got through. There is a public announcement here about something new. Show me the rider. The King of Cups. So this is Scorpio. That's who we're reading for. It could be your own energy. King of Love. Death card is in reverse, saying that this is something that someone might be trying to resurrect. This can speak of an apology. An apology for, you know, the 5 of Pentacles. For being maybe left out or abandoned, or, you know, left struggling financially. I'll take his archetype in a second. Show me the lady in the Aquarius reading, the woman. Knight of Swords reversed. The lady. Oof. 10 of Swords reversed. I keep seeing that King of Wands at the base of the deck here, so I don't know if there's somebody else in the frame here. But this is someone who can be really angry. This is somebody who could respond, you know, probably without thinking. It's aggression. Tell me more. Going right back to the beginning. Tell me more about this 8 of Wands with the... So we've got the journey and faithfulness. I don't normally read these in reverse. There's no reason to. So this is somebody who's, you know, definitely moving. There's definitely something either coming towards you, or you're planning some sort of trip. And in some way it involves loyalty, possibly a pet. Show me the 5 of Pentacles. No. Let me see the 4 of Wands for Aquarius. 4 of Wands for Aquarius. Gotcha. There is some sort of celebration here. There's a reason to celebrate. Someone is celebrating a marriage, or, you know, a new home. This is joyfulness. This is, you know, fun times, harmony coming together. It's a function of some sort, but I think it's a wedding. The 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. I'm on my way. There's somebody coming home. I know someone has been away. You've been, you know, they've gone on their jollies. Pleasure seekers. They're usually drunken idiots, to be honest. But it can speak of some sort of longing to be of service. So maybe someone who wants to make you some sort of gift or offer. As I say, it can be an apology. The King of Cups. The King of Cups is the visitor. Might be going to see a doctor. It's a scholar. This is someone who can be very studious. It is a masculine energy. Can be well read. It can be a senior, oftentimes an older man. Usually pretty wise, but it can speak of forgiveness as well. Someone who's educated, someone has some information to share with you. It's coming from the King of Cups. Who is the King of Cups in the Scorpio, no, Aquarius reading? I did say Scorpio, it's because it's on the dice. Who's the King of Cups in the Aquarius reading? He's a warrior. This is the Knight of Swords. As much as the King of Cups, in terms of his emotions, there's someone who doesn't share a great deal in terms of their emotional state, but they do very much have themselves together. They can be very guarded. But their approach is almost aggressive because they're in reverse. I'm getting a sort of feeling of kind of shock here. This is trading ethical principles for victory at any cost and indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. King of Cups. Femme fatale. So this is the feminine energy. So this is someone coming out of femme fatale. Now the femme fatale is someone who can, you know, open someone's heart. It's oftentimes when they're rejected because she's not relying on anyone. But it can also be someone who, you know, uses their sensuality inappropriately. They're attached to money and power. I don't really feel that. But show me this Knight of Swords. Virgin. Fear of intimate union. The Ten of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Ten of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Detective. So there's some investigative work being done here. Prostitute. So we've got a virgin and a prostitute. Might be a bit of a mismatch. It's you know, the prostitutes sold someone out, sold themselves out. Will do whatever they can to, you know, meet their material needs. So someone doing a lot of research here, a lot of studying, being very observant. It can sometimes be falsifying information. And I am noticing I've got a female enemy under the deck here, Aquarius. So I am getting that someone's on their way. They've maybe tried to contact you before. There is some sort of invitation here. There's definitely travelling, probably towards a wedding. There may be someone feeling left out here. But the approach is aggressive, or the response is aggressive. What does Aquarius need to know here? Sorrow. What does Aquarius need to know about the next 7 to 10 days? Love. So there's pain. There's sadness and love. This can actually speak of disgust. Someone could be disgusted by someone's behavior that they're in a relationship with, or they have been in a relationship with. I mean, it can be inflicted, internalized, is what I'm trying to say. So there's some sort of loss here. It can speak of a breakup in love. And it can speak that there's been a breakup, and this is that I'm on my way. Someone's coming back with an apology because they've made some sort of promise here to do the right thing in some way. money. And I've got a male enemy under the deck. I don't know how many people's in the mix here, but there's certainly a couple of individuals that are not happy at all. Why do we have love with sorrow? Oh my gosh, very sad. This is depression, this is self-defeat, intense pessimism. The love for Aquarius. Courage. So, you know, this might be someone who's, you know, coming back to try again. Someone who's trying to overcome their, you know, pessimistic attitude. This would be someone who feels that nothing's ever going to go their way. Money? Why is money in this mix? The Sage. The Sage is very patient. Oh, it's the gland corner. This really can speak to like a bit of an eye for an eye here. I don't know if you have some sort of, you know, vendetta with someone, because there is sneaky conflict under the deck here. But there is a love meeting. The Sage is, you know, he speaks of age. It can be someone who's a lot older, or is, you know, grown up a great deal. He's hermit energy. He very much aligns with traditional values, usually does the right thing. Is someone who's looking for, like, you know, a deep soulful relationship, which is the 8th house. There's nothing superficial with the Sage. So this may be the courage to do something. Courage. So we've got Tahom the poet, my lovesick Romeo, looking over at the death card here. Tahom is very clear-sighted, he's very erotic. There's almost he doesn't usually make any moves. I almost feel that this is someone who, you know, is the, like, you know, it's like the tiger about to pounce. But they've harnessed so much energy that their pounce, if you like, may be aggressive. And that might put an end to things if it hasn't ended already. But Tahom is looking over at something that's ended. He's looking at an ending here. I don't know why I'm seeing Stella Dallas. Is that Stella Dallas? So that, I mean, the scene is basically her daughter getting married, and she's watching it from outside in the pouring rain. She gives her daughter up because she doesn't fit in with the lifestyle her daughter wants. I don't know why I'm seeing that. That's the death card. We've got an awful lot of spying and detective energy here, and collecting information and patience and waiting for the right time. And now they have some sort of action, because Iris is the hope. There is ultimately some sort of potential growth here when Iris comes through. There is a lot of patience and hope. And now we have somebody who's maybe seeing something really clearly about a connection. And that may be what this Tower is. That might be somebody who's maybe avoided doing something, taking some sort of action, seeing something. Tatum sees everything really clearly. She is an awakener. She's really enthusiastic. She's mentally stimulating. She's mentally stimulated. She's like Firefly. And it's under the connection. So there's somebody attempting to resolve or heal a connection here. I literally want to say, Aquarius, incoming. I think you're going to have to be really grounded for what is coming your way, because it does seem to have the potential to, you know, escalate into a bit of a row. Who is coming Aquarius's way? Right, there's somebody who wants to give you something. That's what this gift is. It may just be an apology. It may be money. It may be, you know, a do-over. The chameleon here is feeling like my fox. Act as if this, there really is a feeling of someone kind of blending into the background, you know, spying through the book, taking lots of notes. There is a collection of information going on here before the move is made. But this is a very giving energy. Somebody wants to give you something. And take a leap of faith. So I really do think it's ultimately positive, but there is conflict in the mix as well. So you'll know who you're dealing with and who that's likely to be. Someone who's either lost your address, who's looking for you, trying to find you, and they're on their way. Aquarius advice for the next 7 to 10 days. You're not alone. I don't know if you're feeling a bit apprehensive about this. The High Priestess, harness mystic power. The guardian angel is saying that you're not alone and you're being watched over and protected at this time. The mirror guardian is asking you to reflect. So as I say, I think it has this potential to be very fiery, very aggressive, you know, possibly quite damaging. So if this is someone who has the ability to destabilize you and to trigger you and put you in that sort of, you know, frame of mind, this is asking you to take a time out before responding and to let this work through you. Take a moment. Count to 10 before responding, because you're only going to add, you know, fire to the flame. Okay, that's your reading. Hope you find it useful. Drop me a comment and a like, and if you would like a personal, my information is below. Have a good week, Aquarius. Bye.